There was a bit of an issue with this piece here. It wasn't lying exactly flat, which is going to cause an issue for the slides. So I made a cut here. I'm going to put the two edges together like so, and then I'm going to plane them. And hopefully we can get it flat and get a better glue up for the second try. All right, we got our wood together, clamped together in the same way that it's going to connect. Now we just plane it. Alright, so the idea, oh no, well, I'm gonna have to go back to the planer. We got a little bit of a gap there, right in the middle. It's a little bit fat. I don't know if y'all can see that gap. See it now. Wow, okay. So I definitely think that I did cut off the issue section. So I don't think I have to worry about the bow as long as I can get these two pieces to join properly together. Shouldn't be too much work. Yeah, stuff all over my countertop. It's going to be scratching up my project. It's not good. Gotten rid of it. Try to see if I can get it one clear pass before I'm done. Alright. So once I got that rounding issue, once I got that rounding issue figured out, this is one of the reasons that I use this method every single time I need to joint two boards together, because it's just perfect every time. So just a little bit of pressure in the glue up, that should fill any of those holes, and we should be left with a nice flat board. Hopefully that'll get the warp out. We'll check in later. All right, I'm gonna do a little gluing. So I made this little jig here. I didn't make anything, I just clamped this piece of wood here to this bottom angle so that when I apply pressure horizontally, it just locks into place there. And then I can just put some clamps there, make sure it doesn't lift up, which I actually need to get ready, and then I can proceed. Very thin layer here. I also don't want this piece of wood to get attached, which is a strong possibility. Not too concerned about. Alrighty. To fix human-induced cupping. So I gotta make sure that this is flat. Can't really, wouldn't be able to deal with it healthily if I can't get this to come out flat. I do see a nice solid glue squeeze out, so that's good. Just enough, nice and easy to scrape off, and I'm actually going to leave that. I've tried to wipe it before and it just never goes right. If you have a nice scraper, you know, a razor works well. Any sort of drywall scraper also works really well, so I'll show you that here in a little bit once that's dry. Took a little extra precaution. Each one of these is 5 pounds. This thing also weighed about 15 by itself, and we've got it pretty darn flat here. So we will see. We will see. Still got a pretty good squeeze out. I'm not going to tighten it too much though. I don't want to introduce any unnecessary bowing. Alright, so we had great success with the re-glue. I'm not sure if you can see how straight that is, but it turned out really well. This is where the bend did start on the previous glue up. So we just cut immediately, like directly, straight through that previous cut. Planed it flat, and now we've got a nice result here. So I'm going to show you what I meant earlier about just using a scraper. So here I've just got a regular old drywall scraper. Make sure you don't have any burrs or anything that's going to mar up your surface, especially if you're working on the top side as I am here. And you're just going to, I'm going to get in a little closer just in case you can't see that. Okay. This one's huge. Let me see if I can find my smaller one real quick. Okay, so I don't know where I found this this thing, but it's some sort of scraper. Stanley Handyman scraper. It's really nice, or at least really handy. So it's got this nice bent blade here. So I'm just going to take that and give it a good scrape or two. Gets off pretty fine dust there. Alright, so that turned out really well. So now I can go ahead and work on the slides for this panel and go ahead and get everything sanded up. I went ahead and sanded the middle here, so now we've got those ugly letters out of the way. It's pretty smooth, there's no gaps anywhere. So we are coming right along. Alright, so stay tuned for the next video.